to my brother.
There is nothing like it. There is nothing like a stacked lineup of games to close out an NFL season with futures and jobs and playoff berths on the line, and the Baltimore Ravens, who had their heart broken 1 year ago this week, come back, and their defense that lost the game last year to knock them out of the playoffs makes the play to clinch not only a playoff berth, but a home playoff game by virtue of the division championship of the AFC North. Wow, what a way to wrap up 15 games through the NFL Red Zone Week 17 season. Still one more game to go. Indianapolis and Tennessee, Sunday Night Football tonight on NBC. You will see someone's season come to an end and someone extend their season into January. Win and in, lose and go home for the Titans or the Colts. All right, we are going to wrap up our traffic here in just a minute, but first, how about the top 5 Prime plays of the day presented by Amazon Prime? I don't think we had time to edit in that defensive stop for the Ravens, but I would put that in as a rated nominee. Play number 5, how about Matt Prater, the field goal kicker, lining up. Didn't even look like he was going to attempt a field goal. They direct snap it to him, and he throws a touchdown. Levine Toilolo on the trickery for the Lions. Lions were one of the teams eliminated a while back. They came to play today. They went into Lambeau Field and housed the Packers. 31-0, the final score in Green Bay. Detroit sweeps the Packers for 2 straight seasons. Falcons and Buccaneers for play number 4. A lot of teams trying this play today. It's kind of a variation of the Philly special. Flip it back over to the quarterback. In this case, it's Matt Ryan on the receiving end of the Mohamed Sanu touchdown pass. Falcons would go on to win 34-32 in a shootout closeout game in Tampa Bay. Panthers and Saints. Kyle Allen started at quarterback for the Panthers today. Deep shot to Curtis Samuel. 53 yards for the touchdown. Unfortunately, Allen would suffer an injury and get knocked out of this game late. But one more look at a special-looking touchdown pass that Kyle Allen will never forget. Panthers came into New Orleans. Saints had nothing to play for, already locked up the number 1 seed. Panthers taken 33-14. Play number 2, the rookie. Looking like Michael Jordan or Julius Erving or name any of the great dunkers of today, Saquon Barkley diving over the top, gets the ball knocked out of his hands, but not until a split second after he broke the plane. And then the play number 1, the Giants and Cowboys game, a one-handed spectacular catch by Cody Latimer. Look at the concentration as his other hand was down on the defender for Dallas. Grabs it in from 21 yards out, but Dallas, that didn't have anything to improve their playoff positioning, played their starters from, they had Ezekiel Elliott and his starting lineman Zach Martin on the sidelines for safekeeping, but Dak Prescott played all 4 quarters, and Dallas came from behind late in that game to pull off the victory for the Cowboys going into Wild Card Weekend. Deep breath, everyone. What did we see today? We started the day with 6 teams having a win and clinch scenario. The only team that didn't come through was the Minnesota Vikings. They lose, coupled with the Philadelphia Eagles win in Washington, gets the Eagles in as the last team to make the playoffs in the NFC in 2018. Houston wins, and they clinch the AFC South. The New England Patriots won, they clinched a bye. Kansas City won to clinch the number 1 seed. Baltimore won to clinch the AFC North. Here is your playoff bracket for the NFC. On Wild Card Weekend, it'll be the Bears hosting the Eagles, and it'll be the Cowboys hosting the Seahawks. A couple of 10-win teams there. Should be a fantastic duel between Dak Prescott and Russell Wilson. Over in the AFC, we will find out the 6th seed tonight. Colts and Titans in the win and in game. By the way, if that game ends in a tie, Pittsburgh could be back in the picture. But we'll just say win and in for the Colts and Titans. They will be at the Houston Texans, Chargers, and Ravens in Baltimore. The Ravens, division champs of the AFC North. After that last-second defensive victory there. By the way, the dates and kickoff times will be announced later today. Check with NFL Network and NFL.com for the times and the dates of Wild Card Weekend's matchups. And then as soon as we are done with the touchdown montage, flip over to Game Day Highlights on NFL Network. They will kick it off at 8 o'clock Eastern, coming up at the top of the hour with a full recap of a wild set of 15 games here in Week 17. Game Day Prime on NFL Network wraps things up at 11:30 tonight. Well, with this many teams playing, you knew we would have a busy day of touchdowns. How about 80? 80 touchdowns, the highest total we've had all season long, and that number pushes us over 1,000 touchdowns for the year. Well, we couldn't do all this. I get to talk to you, you get to see my face on camera, but this is the group that makes it happen. Take a look at these names and faces right here, ladies and gentlemen. The NFL Red Zone crew. We have energy pregame. This was about an hour before we kicked off our Week 17 season. Taking the photo here. I love every single person that I get to work with in this photo right here. And I also have some other thank yous to do. Even from where it all starts, we couldn't do what we do without the help of the National Football League. Commissioner Roger Goodell is one of our biggest advocates. Commissioner, thank you for letting us do what we do on NFL Red Zone. Brian Rolap, Marianne Turk, Mark Quenzel, Mike Miriano. You don't necessarily know these names. They are our bosses at NFL Media. They do a fantastic job of facilitating us, bringing you every touchdown from every game, 7 hours of commercial-free football every year. But all good things must come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. So one more time, for all the hardworking men and women here in the studio, for all the great people in the control room, our producers, Alan Flowers, Brian Nettles, Ryan Yunt playing hurt today. Great job, Yunty. Director J.D. Hansen. I'm your host, Scott Hansen, saying thank you so much for watching every touchdown from every game. We will see you next year, but we leave you with one more look at the 80 touchdowns in Week 17. Every touchdown from every game presented by Amazon Prime. Good night. See you in September.